Hi, I'm Jack Marston, and we're in a town called Tumbleweed today. This is a new show, airing today for the first time ever. We'll be going into the town of Tumbleweed, doing a paranormal investigation. Welcome to the show, Fact or Myth. Today we'll be journeying through time. This town used to be thriving in the mid-1800s. But it was abandoned some 50 years ago. No one knows why. All they know is that the town has just been dead. And some of its residents haven't left. So without further ado, we're going to start our episode here at the local church. We'll see you in a few hours when it turns dark. Okay guys, welcome back. It is now night, and welcome to Tumbleweed Church. We're going to go inside and have a look-see. Well, assuming we can get in the door. Okay, so they say that there's special writing on the wall, but yet I'm not sure about what wall they're talking about. I've heard that there's some writing on the podium, so let's take a look. The writing says, "The devil has got into that beast." What could this mean? Is there some form of beast roaming the wilderness of Tumbleweed, haunting, destroying lives? We're going to take a few minutes and just see what happens. And you know what's kind of strange is that in an abandoned town, that these chandeliers still glow as if the town church is still up and running, waiting for its people to come on Sunday. It is said that the preacher who owned this church went mad one day and didn't know how to handle his life. So he decided to take his own life by hanging himself right above the sign where those deer antlers. It is kind of spooky if you really think about it, that everybody walk underneath this, the final spot of where the man hung himself. We're going to investigate and go through this town and see if we can't find anything. We're going to take a journey over. Oh, looks like we got involved in some criminal activity. I'll be back after I take care of these guys. Okay guys, sorry about that interruption. Now we're going to head into the mansion and see if we can't find any ghosts, spooks, or specters. So here we go. So they claim that in this house, that there's a chair somewhere in this house, over here, that a ghost woman will appear and sit in. Untrue or not, we will be spending the night in this house, searching for truth and answers. So we're going to roam upstairs and see if we can't find anything that seems to be spooky. Now the legend has it there's a woman in her late 60s who was murdered in this house, and they say you can still hear her screams. There's so many chairs in this place, and it just seems like this over here just seems to me like someone still sits here and reads that book. Sound like someone was just walking. Oh, just heard a door open. If you guys play the video back, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll hear a door open right before I open. Yep, there's some some walking. Sounds like somebody's walking, so we're going to pan around and see if we can't see anything. We're going to go into this room right over here. I'm not seeing anything. I still hear walking. Okay. So the story has it she was murdered by being thrown over this cliff. Cliff, excuse me, over this railing. She ended up landing on the floor, laid there for a few days, and then died. It wasn't until about 3 days later, it wasn't until a lady came over to see how she was doing, because she used to bring her groceries. Still nothing in the chair. Well, folks, so far I've yet to see a ghost, spook, or specter, or even a goblin. We're going to take a tour down into the basement. We're going to end our haunting fiasco in the basement. Does that look like blood on the walls? Does it look like the walls are bleeding? It's a mystery. Or is it just dirt, stained through time of this house's wear and tear? Here we go, into the basement. Don't mind the dead bodies, those were from recent, before I got interrupted with that early thing with Doodad. Just for future players, if you don't know, there is a hidden treasure right there. That's just kind of a hint for you on one of the maps. I haven't gotten that map yet, so oh well. No ghost, no nothing. I have explored this house. Only things I've heard was some sounded like walking. And would you happen to see that? A full moon. A full moon. In our next tale of the tape of creepy myths, urban legends, we're going to go up near tall trees. And we're going to go on a hunt for the legendary werewolf. I'm Jack Marston. Please venture with me again in our next show. Take care, and Godspeed.